across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Bridgewater steps away to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Giants nothing. Sam Martin to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's got this down to the 35. 45 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Buying time to his left. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. Off play action. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Bronco score. So Melvin Gordon, he has been a 1,000-yard rusher in this league. Known more for getting the tough yards, but he breaks off a big one there.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 49-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 80 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Jones now throwing on third and long. Catch made by Slayton. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. First down, Bridgewater. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Bridgewater on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 48 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Come on now. Let's do this.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set them back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Von Miller. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Danny Shelton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. 3
yards the gain there, second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And running with power here. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
Melvin Gordon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 31, Giants 17.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Bridgewater here to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. With it is Jackson. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He targets Ingram for another grab. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Jones. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Here's Jones. And fights him off. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.